Welcome to Jerry's Review Channel. I am Jerry. Today I am reviewing the movie 80 for Brady. As always, there will be spoilers. The movie begins in 2017. Lou, played by Lily Tomlin, Trish, played by Jane Fonda, Maura, played by Rita Moreno, and Betty, played by Sally Field, four elderly best friends, had met to watch a football game between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers, the latter of which is the ladies' preferred team. They get ready for a superstition that involves Betty climbing a ladder, Trish reading a magazine in the kitchen, Maura drinking tea, and Lou toppling a bowl of chips. They believe that this superstition will help the Patriots win. It succeeds, as the Patriots triumph and advance to the Super Bowl. The women applaud their squad and Tom Brady, the team's great quarterback. In addition to penning an erotica book on Rob Gronkowski, Trish is well known for having appeared in advertisements as a juvenile mascot. Betty, who excels in arithmetic and numbers, is wed to Mark, played by Bob Balaban, who lacks focus. Despite the fact that her husband had left their house to her, Maura moved into a retirement community after he passed away. For 16 years, Lou's cancer has been in remission. The girls decide to enter the sweepstakes after hearing about it on their preferred Pat's radio show and winning a trip to Super Bowl 51. While Lou attempts to share a touching tale about how she and her friends discovered football when Brady was a rookie and how it helped them get through chemo, Maura receives assistance from Mickey, played by Glynn Turman, a friend from her retirement community, to make calls. It is implied that he is attracted to Maura. Lou lets her friends know that they won the competition and will be attending the Super Bowl. The women get ready, with Betty keeping Mark in the dark about her trip. Maura is sound asleep when they go to fetch her up. While Lou, Betty, and Mickey sneak into Maura's room and free her, Trish diverts Tony the manager, played by Jimmy O. Yang. For the big occasion, the girls fly to Houston, Texas, and check into their hotel, where they are compelled to share 2 beds. Sarah, played by Sarah Gilbert, Lou's daughter, calls her and informs her that doctors have been attempting to reach her but that she hasn't responded. She also keeps her true whereabouts a secret from Sarah. The girls travel to the NFL experience the following day. When Lou and Maura engage in a football throwing competition with an employee, Lou proves she has the upper hand by winning several wagers from other spectators. To a crowd of her fans, Trish gives an impromptu reading of her Grank erotica. Dan O'Callahan, a retired football player, is introduced to Trish and shows interest in her, played by Harry Hamlin. Betty enters a Guy Fieri-hosted contest for hot wings while getting food. Despite having to endure progressively hot sauces, Betty succeeds in winning the competition. Guy invites the women over for barbecue before inviting them to a large party. The ladies go to the party that night and manage to enter with Dan's assistance. Betty, Lou, and Maura are given candies that contain marijuana by a young woman she met outside. Betty discovers she left the Super Bowl tickets in her fanny pack, which she naively refers to as her strap-on, at the wings competition. Lou looks for Guy while Maura starts a poker game and shows she has a strong hand with the cards. Lou is trying to find Guy. Before joining Betty on the dance floor, Lou observes Trish and Dan having a relationship. Lou tells Sarah the truth about her whereabouts when she phones again. Unintentionally striking a younger man in the face, Betty consoles him. In an effort to purchase new tickets, Trish and Lou discover Maura winning, but she soon finds out that the money are donated to charities. The women are trying to console Lou outdoors as she becomes frustrated. The next morning, the ladies attempt to visit the NFL experience again in search of Betty's fanny pack, but it is shut. They disperse to look for assistance. Trish runs into Nat and Pat, played by Alex Moffat and Rob Corddry, the hosts of the radio show they listen to, and finds out that the Tom Brady support group, a group of 4 guys who are all named Tom Brady and feel the pressure to live up to quarterback Brady's name, were the true winners of the contest. When Maura tries to buy them from a scalper, he is demanding far too much. Guy eventually runs into Betty and gives her the fanny pack back. The head security guard, Chip, played by Ron Funches, informs the women that their tickets were false and that they had been duped as they attempt to enter the stadium. Lou admits to her friends that she got them from the internet because she thinks this might be her final opportunity to do something memorable. She also tells them that she is terrified to read a letter from the doctors because it might signal her cancer has returned. Lou's pals remain at her side and work to open a different door. Gugu, played by Billy Porter, a friend who Maura acquired during the poker game, is spotted by the women. He consents to let them in by having his dancers pretend to be them. The security guard is impressed enough to let the four through after they perform a brief performance with Gugu and his real dancers. As they take their seats, the friends are animated. Trish informs Betty that she is going to ghost Dan because she doesn't want to hurry into another relationship the way she did with her previous spouse who cheated on her. Dan keeps contacting Trish. When the women are highlighted on the Jumbotron, Chip notices them, but as he is escorting them out, Dan invites them to his hospitality box. Dan hears Trish out about her desire to not rush into a relationship, and he decides to take things slowly with her. The Atlanta Falcons defeat the Patriots to make for a dismal start to the game. The women enter the coach's booth and operate the controls to enable Lou to speak with Brady via his helmet. She delivers him a brief speech about how he helped her through chemotherapy, and it is sufficient to inspire Brady to guide the Patriots to a victory. The Pats exert more effort and win the game. Maura claims to have made a wager with a wealthy jerk who backed the Patriots against the spread and that she came out on top. She also chats to Mickey, inviting him to stop by and asking him to inform the personnel at the retirement home that she is leaving to return to her own home. When Chip finds the women, he appears to be ejecting them, but instead, he leads them to the locker room where they can actually meet the Patriots. Trish meets Gronk, who also happens to be a fan of her book, and Lou sees Brady, who thanks her for inspiring him. Betty compliments Danny Amendola on his record-breaking grab, Maura ogles Julian Edelman's beard, and Trish meets Gronk. He also comments on how much he likes her 80 for Brady jersey and asks Lou if he may exchange his for hers. Jumping ahead to 2020. Sarah goes to the following Super Bowl game with Betty, Trish, and Maura. When Trish starts toasting Lou, it appears as though she has passed away, but she is still alive and well. The women then assemble for yet another thrilling match. Before the credits start, Brady is sitting by the beach with the four friends as Maura queries whether he has given retirement any thought. When the four respond in unison, Brady says it's difficult to consider retirement while you've still got it. Last but not least, a text with a photo of the real-life closest friends mentions that the movie was based on a true story. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.